All right, we're ready?
I think so.
Are we doing this for real?
Yeah. I don't know.
All right, good day. Welcome to the, garbage.
Come on.
No, it's the socially connected, physically distant coffee club.
Yes, but other way around. Physically distant,
Socially connected, there we go. Welcome to the mouthful of a connection point. And I came up with that title too, didn't I? And I can't even, or did you?
No, we did it
We
together.
did it in conversation.
Because I remember
by June I'll have it straight.
Prime Minister was just talking about like social distancing,
Yeah.
and we thought, that's the right thing, but it's not the right thing.
That's right.
We still want to not socially isolate.
I saw
That's
a
not what
great
this is
hashtag today. It was hashtag isolate, not isolated.
Oh,
And I thought that was a great spin on it, right?
Yeah.
That we are in our own little home, our own little, protective environment, but not alone.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty cool take on it.
Yeah.
So thanks for tuning in and connecting. Really glad to see how many of you have gone to the Facebook page. We challenged you with that last week. You've signed up. You've suggested others to be signed up. I didn't even realize they track these sorts of stats, and I hope this doesn't scare anyone, but there's actually a list on my phone here of the top 10 contributors. So
To the Lakeview Facebook page.
to the Lakeview Heights Baptist Church Facebook page. So congratulations, Randy Gabato. You are
Yay.
number one. All right. We don't have cake or balloons for you, but congratulations. And so Shirley Milkey, if you want to, you're at 4. You can step it up. We know you can. And I'm surprised. No, I'm not surprised that my wife's not on there. But I don't even think does she crack top 20. I'm looking. I'm scrolling. No. Oh, she's at 16.
Yeah.
Come on, Sheena.
Something to shoot for.
There you go. All right. Anyways, so it's great to connect in any way we can, and so thanks for commenting. Sometimes you might notice, and we hope we're not frustrating people, but you suggest posts, and we might not approve them right away. Not because, well, sometimes you see something and you got, I got to sit with that. Is that how do
Yeah.
Because there can be really easy things get misconstrued, and it might get taken the wrong way but certainly please don't be. We really mean no offense if we just take some time to sit and think, and sometimes we just don't. Personally, I won't speak for you. I don't notice right away. Like sometimes it'll be like, oh, someone suggested or asked for that approval like 48 or 72 hours ago, and I just somehow didn't even notice. So I don't know what. Anyways, it's just not always the
it's your job
thing.
to contribute, and we appreciate that. It's our job to just take that extra time to think that one through. So just know that if it's not approved right away, or even if it is not approved entirely, don't take offense. Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to get that out of my system before we talk about serious stuff, because this is the closest I've come to a playground in a week and a half, and it's kind of fun. I've been spending way too much time on computers the last few days, and it's just nice to get out of the normal. And but we do have some really good news and things to talk about, and lots going on with the church still, even though we're not, doing the normal. There's still ample stuff to be aware of and connect over, and
thank you for even just posting like some of the stuff that like how you're watching the service. I think that's really helpful and enjoyable. Either taking us into your living room with a picture, I see you, Roxy, or even just letting us know how you're watching it. If you're watching it on your smart TV or your tablet or your computer, our family is watching it on an Xbox 360. So like there's a lot of different ways that we can do it, and not that it's a really big deal, and I don't even want to talk about it for more than 3 seconds, but we're a little bit curious how that's working for you and how you're being able to watch it. We know there's even 1 or 2 people who might not also be even seeing this video at all, but they don't have access to those kinds of things. And so we want to just be mindful of like the width and the depth of how this is all kind of coming across, because this is so different. we're not able to gather on Sundays, and that's just the reality. But so we want to be able to help that too. So if you feel comfortable, just either shooting us a text or an email or posting in the group or something like that saying, here's how I am watching the service or the way that I'm being together.
Or trying to.
And
so, thanks for all those of you who have been kind of the emails, the text, the feedback in some way saying what your experience has been like. It's been helpful. Not that we do it just to receive compliments, but it helps us know that it's being received. We don't want to just lob something out there and hope for the best. We're doing it because we believe we're doing what we can within the parameters of what we're called to do. And so it's good to know that it is hitting home with some people. And so thank you for your encouragement, for your comments, your feedback, and we'll continue to do the best that we can for as long as we have to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you might have noticed, we're not really including announcements and stuff like that on our Sunday morning service. We're kind of moving that to here. That's not necessarily going to be a long-term thing, but for right now, this actually works easier and better for us. That this is how we're able to connect around those things. So even one thing that I want to draw attention to is just how today we can be really thankful and appreciative of a lot of things that we maybe have taken for granted up to this point. I was watching a video the other day of somebody who said, could you imagine if the Wi-Fi went out?
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's certain people who we would lose it because that's now become our life, right? And for even some of you who are working from home, that's a really big deal. And so it's those things that we always forget about. But and I know in some ways it's a little bit more obvious, but one of the things that I think I've totally taken for granted is our healthcare system, and all the people that are actually from our church who are a part of that all the time. We might not see you on a Sunday morning because you're working, because you're on a shift, because you're sleeping, because you were up all night the night before taking care of people, and you got to know today, especially, we want to just draw attention to you and thank you, and so thank you for all that you do, all you have been doing. I know that I'm going to miss somebody, but even as I went through our directory, Sheena Miller, Amanda Durant, Carrie Stagg, Bev Penner, Donna Austin. I know Val McLean is kind of in there too. Nikki Albrecht, you've been doing a lot of stuff in these days and in these years. I remember I know that there's also people who used to be in this field as well too, who maybe are understanding of that, of Shirley and Shirley. And we just are so thankful for you guys and for your part in that. I have a feeling there's more that I've missed, so I apologize to you. But, thank you to you guys for all that you do. And thank you also to Alex Kaziski, who's a part of the group that keeps us running and keeps our internet rolling and keeps our homes well fed with lots of connections and contact and a fair amount of entertainment, but we still need you guys too. So thank you to you guys for all that. I just am so thankful. Another thing with that is just even in this time, we want to also draw our attention to just amazing things that are happening. We're going to switch over in a minute just to a phone call that got left by somebody in our congregation named Ginger Smith, and here's her story.
Hi, it's Ginger Smith. I just wanted to let you know that I'm doing good and I'm getting so much help and so much love and prayers. I'm doing wonderful. People are just showing themselves for what they are these days, I think, all over the world. I just wanted to let everybody know my good news, though. When I had my last surgery, I just heard a week ago that the surgery that the doctor suspected was another tumor and goodness knows what else, turned out to be, it was just a very, very bad bladder infection. it wasn't cancerous. Was free of cancer, so that's a nice number one plate for me. And I'm thrilled to everything and everyone to tell you that news, because that was hanging heavy on me. And I thank you all for your prayers. And I thank you all for the different ones that are phoning me. And I don't need to have food brought, though. My sons have looked after that. They've ordered in frozen food dinners for me. So I've got a new dinner that I sit down with every night. I'm doing well. I'm looking after myself, and I hope you all are too. This is a dangerous time we're in, and praise God, we'll get through it. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope one day we can gather soon. Bye.
So that's one way that we can be just thanking God and just giving thanks for what he has done. That's an amazing miracle, and we want to praise God for that, and we want to be able to share it with you guys too. And so thank you to Ginger for sharing, but thank you to everybody else for praying alongside her. And so we want to keep sharing those kinds of stories, because we don't get the opportunity when we're not together. So be blessed by Ginger's story today. Yeah. One cool thing that's also happening is we're also still in the midst of finding a new office assistant. Mm-hmm. Cheryl is kind of done now, and she's retiring. And as you saw on Sunday, that there's some really good reflections. But as we're kind of moving through this season of there's really not a lot of day-to-day ministry happening and groups happening. Let's not say ministry, let's say groups. Yeah. There's not a lot of groups happening here at church. There's not nearly as much to do. And so for the next little bit, it's just going to be Chris and I at the office, but we'll have the office open, same hours. So it's Tuesday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We've had people stop in with a tithe check, and that's fine too. What we would also say with that is just please make sure you're not putting yourself in any kind of danger by doing that as well too. If you don't have to, don't worry about that. The online giving thing is actually like right around the corner, so we're still looking into that. There's going to be a really, really good announcement coming up on that soon. So,
but again, don't come out if you don't like. We don't want, the last thing we would want is anyone to get sick with this just because you came to say hi. That's not a good thing.
Our phone is still working.
Absolutely.
So give us a call. We're more than okay with that. Yeah. But thanks for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you guys Sunday morning, and be blessed this week, and be thankful.
Yep. Cool.